Antonymy. If you look at these pair, alive, dead, big, small, fast, slow, hot, cold, you can easily understand that these are opposite in meanings. So two forms with opposite meanings are called antonyms. So whenever we have word, as we have just seen, hot, cold, alive, dead, so they are opposite in meanings because they refer to different opposite entities. Two main types: gradable, opposites along a scale, and non-gradable, direct opposites. So these are two types of antonyms that can be gradable and non-gradable. Gradable antonyms, the pairs like big, small, right? They can be used in comparative constructions like I'm bigger than you, or a pony is smaller than a horse, right? So in these two cases, in these two sentences, you have just seen that big and small, these are two gradable antonyms, and they can be used in comparative constructions. So the negative of one member of a gradable pair does not necessarily employ the other. So this is important to note. If we say my car isn't old, it does not necessarily mean that my car is old. So this is what we say, that the negative of one member of a gradable pair does not necessarily employ the other. Old does not mean not old does not mean new. This is what it means. Non-gradable antonyms, also called complementary pairs. Comparative constructions are not usually used with non-gradable pairs. We cannot say someone as deader or more dead than another. You won't listen to these type of structures in your conversation or read them because they are non-gradable antonyms. The negative of one member of a non-gradable pair does employ the other member. So if we have a negative sentence, right? So in that case, the other member of the antonyms will be understood. For example, we say my grandparents aren't alive. So it's a negative with alive. So it means aren't alive. We can simply say that they are dead. So my grandparents are dead. So this is what the negative of one member of a non-gradable pair does employ the other member. Other non-gradable antonyms in the earlier list are pairs male, female, married, single, true and false. So the negative test to identify non-gradable antonyms in a language. Let's look at that, how it is possible. We usually avoid describing one member of an antonymous pair as the negative of the other. So example, they are called reversives. Undress can be treated as the opposite of dress. So undress can be treated as the opposite of dress. It does not mean not dress. It actually means do the reverse of dress. So you can see that undress is the opposite of dress. But here it is not opposite as it is found in other pairs. It means actually do the reverse. So you can have the same in other few antonym pairs. For example, enter or exist. So here they are not opposite like alive and dead. So here it means that do the reverse of enter or do the reverse of exist. Pack, unpack, do the reverse of pack, right? And similarly, especially tie, untie. Untie means do the reverse of tie. So in some languages, we do not take them as complete or absolute and opposites like dress and undress. Undress never mean, though it mean not dressed, but it never means the way we take it, that somebody dresses up, it means do the reverse of dress, right? So these are some of the antonyms that have different meaning, and there are especially the two types, gradable and non-gradable, and they are very important to be known, because we have to make comparative construction with gradable, and we cannot make comparative construction with non-gradable pairs, antonym pairs.